We speak only for our child's good, isn't it? But still, the effect goes the opposite. He never listens to me. We feel it's casual, and maybe our child will listen more. Parents, sometimes our words, even if we say them with lot of love, don't land the way we want. We speak only for our child's good, isn't it? But still, the effect goes the opposite. Why does this happen? That's what we will explore today. Because there are 3 small parenting habits. We do them with good intention, but without knowing they can hurt our child's confidence and trust. If you saw my last video on how to calm a child's anger, this is the natural next step. And if you have missed it, watch that after this. There we spoke about managing anger, and here we will learn how to use words in a way that children feel listened and also feel close to us. And if you agree that words touch the hearts deeply, type yes in the comments. Now let's begin with a small example. Maybe one day you said in front of others, "He never listens to me." We feel it's casual, and maybe our child will listen more. But think about it. Imagine you are with your partner in a shop, and in front of a friend, they say, "They never listen. They don't understand anything." Won't that pinch? Won't it hurt inside? In that moment, it feels like my own person just insulted me in front of others. Or imagine this. You cook with love and someone says, "You always put too much salt." Even if it's a joke, the heart feels heavy. The brain stops listening. It only wants to defend. That is what exactly happens with our children. We say in front of others, "He is lazy, she is stubborn." For us, it's casual, but for the child, it becomes a permanent label. And here comes the first important shift. First habit, don't label in front of others. We all have done this at some point. He is weak in maths. She is too shy. To us, it feels like a small comment, but to the child, it feels like identity. Think about it. You go to a party and someone says in front of everyone, "They are always late." Even if you came on time 8 times, 1 or 2 late days create a stamp. Science tells us by age 7 or 8, a child builds their basic self-image, and much of it comes from what parents say. So here is the golden rule: praise in public and guide them in private. Example, "Let's do homework now. I am here with you. After this, we will enjoy free time." When you protect their respect, children listen with an open heart. And this brings us to the second habit, something many of us unknowingly repeat. Don't use fear to control. In the past, fear was common. If you don't study, life will be ruined. If you don't sleep now, you will have dark circles. Sometimes we repeat the same lines. But when children hear fear-based messages again and again, short term they listen, long term they connect fear with that task. So homework becomes equal to tension. As they grow, they avoid it, delay it, or feel anxious even hearing the word. That's why many kids lose interest. They start something, sports, drawing, and soon leave it because their brain connects work with stress, not joy. So instead of fear, use curiosity and RAM. Not computer wala RAM. Here RAM means reward anticipation mode. This means the child feels excitement. If I finish this, my effort has value. Something nice will happen after it. Fear mode means if you don't do homework, no TV. RAM mode means finish your homework and then we will play together. Now science says children in RAM mode work faster, happier, stress-free, and most important, task becomes positive, not scary. For example, Finish homework, then show me your drawing. Homework done, then pillow fight. After homework, you can play in the park. When fear goes down, sharing goes up. And once children feel safe to share, here is another trap we must avoid. Our choice of words. Avoid always and never. Like, you always come late. You never fold your clothes. These words, never and always, make children believe I am always like this. I can't change. They feel stuck. Better way is talk about the moment. Today you started homework late. Next time, let's start earlier. It points to the action, not identity. So parents, we love our children more than anyone else. So next time, before you speak, pause for just 1 second and ask yourself, will this line grow their confidence or shrink it? That one pause can build trust for entire life. And trust me, your child will not only listen, they will see you as their hero. And if this video gave you value, type V in the comments. Share it with every parent who wants a strong bond with their child. And subscribe with the bell on so you don't miss my next video. Thank you for watching.